I do have the Nexus audio ready, although it won't be for... I do think we're going to go back to the Jeskai Lotus Field deck after this league. Yeah, playing ED. It's also a Yorion deck. Serious question though, if we 5-0, what's gonna happen? Well, I guess we'll just play this deck every day from here on out. Yeah, the Lotus Field deck is so cool. Might be what we're playing against right now. Confounding Conundrum is good against the flagstones. Kinda. So we'll play that. It'd be really funny if that's what we're playing against. It's entirely possible. You inspired you to make it a Yorion list when you said people too often want to play Yorion because they just yeah. I figured that was the case. Yeah, it looks like it could still just be Jeskai. Or sorry, this could be Izzet Kiki. I guess I'm kind of hoping that's what it is because the Jeskai deck is just too good. Opponent does not have a third land. I guess I'll fetch before I deliberate. Get the second Triome. Are there any creatures that there? I don't actually think there are any creatures that get got back by Ojutai's command. I will keep this Electrolyze.
What's up? It's me, your friend, Aspiring Spike.
Pretty Lights, 8 months in a row. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good day today. Appreciate you. Yeah, some spicy tech. 0/0 Shark. Yeah, looks like that they're playing the Lotus Field deck. Pretty cool list. Wish I got to play a mirror match, but it's Donation Deck Thursday. There are also no creature spells for Ojutai's command to counter. It turns off my fetch lands too. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna gain 4 and draw a card. You know, yeah, another timeline's watching Zendikar Rising Champion, Aspiring Spike. Not this timeline, sadly. Okay, I'll keep both of these. Can't crack the fetch, though. My opponent gonna force search for Escanta? They are. Pitching Cryptic Command. They didn't have a Lotus Field earlier on turn 3, but they've gone to draw a couple cards. Cool, they still don't have it. I'm just gonna jam a Keranos into the 4 of Cryptic Command deck. Yeah, this is probably what this league is gonna be like. We'll probably be making use of 104.3A pretty aggressively. I mean, Yorion's going to be good if we can get that to resolve. Yeah, I think I just put the Yorion into my hand here. Yeah, we do get to bring in 4 Ashioks for this matchup, and likely every matchup this league. Actually, 4 Ashioks on the side, of course, which you should always bring in, but never main deck. Alright, let's go for a draw step Vendilion Clique. Watching this deck really does feel like reading chat. Beautiful. And I'll take this Cryptic. Opponent's got a pretty good one, though. The Stream Decker isn't updated? I thought that it was. I'll just go ahead and update it. Yeah, it says that this is the deck command. Sometimes it just doesn't work though. Blood Sun was exactly what everyone wanted Confounding Conundrum to be, by the way. Everyone's like, Confounding Conundrum is gonna redefine Modern. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Sometimes it just doesn't, you know, but... We also have 4 Anticipates in our Yorion deck instead of Omen of the Sea, of course. Or not Anticipate, Deliberate. But we would get to draw, you know, 2 more cards. It's a Fairy Plus. So they can Snap Bolt Mantis Rider. We can Nimble Obstructionist the Snapcaster trigger, but if they've drawn another Lightning Bolt naturally, it's real bad for us. So I think I'm going to hold on to the Rider and just cast Electrolyze. And because they're playing my list, I kind of know that they don't have like Remans or Mana Leaks in their deck, you know. I kind of think we have a decent chance to win. This Blood Sun is so good, though. Oh, boy. Never mind. If I was forced to play Blue-White Sunblade right now, what tech would include Spreading Seas Remand? I would play Spreading Seas and Remand. I don't think I would be playing... Spell Queller. I would play some copies of Skyclave, but I've been struggling to figure out exactly the number I'd like. They do have another Bolt naturally. We know they have a Snapcaster, so I'm not like really interested in Quellering that Bolt. Jeez, this deck is so good. We're going to be playing more of the Lotus Field deck after this. Why is Confounding Conundrum... Confounding Conundrum is not a symmetrical effect. But it's also... You know, this deck is meant to be a bit of a meme. Yeah, opponent's list does look really good. Don't know any of the other cards in our opponent's hands. Why not Ugin? I mean, I really dislike cards that are only good when you have, you know, 8 mana going. I mean, I know we have Nexus of Fate in the deck, but like one you want, I think you want most of your big spells to be instant speed spells, but you know, like I like Shark Typhoon as your main big spell because it just like isn't only good when you have a ton of mana and is also good when you have a ton of mana. Ugin also doesn't beat everything in Modern. Beats a lot of things. But Ugin is not just win the game like it is in Historic. Yeah, the exclamation point deck isn't working. Are we quelling our own Supreme Verdict to assert dominance? Hopefully. I think I am going to just play out a Queller and hope that we get to Helix them and kill them. And that our opponent has flooded out a bit. Counter bounce Yorion, which probably means they have another counter spell. I'm going to jam. If this gets countered, I'm going to concede. Well, maybe not concede. If it's Tails, then I won't concede. If it's Cryptic, I will. Okay, we can keep playing. Now our Verdict is live. No, I think Panda's aware. Oh, I thought you were aware, Panda. Their snap bolting, that is so that's a bad decision in my opinion. Yeah, I built this is what we've been playing the last 2 days, Panda. It's a brew of mine. Can't believe they drew the 3rd Verdict. Yeah, I just can't believe they snap bolted us there. It's not a very good line. Yeah, the one of Cryptic Commands. Okay, we can bounce Blood Sun if we want to turn these fetch lands back on. I'm kind of into it. Does this deck have Mystic Sanctuary? It probably doesn't. Oh, it has 4. Okay. Ah! Although I'm not sure that we're casting it here. So I think we go Petty Theft, Blood Sun, Lightning Helix our opponent, and then Mystic Sanctuary Helix, and cast Borrower, just try to kill them. Yeah, sorry if I yelled in anybody's ear. Gonna keep this fetch just for another Sanctuary. Ah! The superior Jeskai deck. It's clear. It's clear which deck is better. Honestly, like we don't really have. We have a joke of a sideboard, of course. Like they don't even play fetch land, so Ashiok isn't even good. Not that it's worse than it is usually even. Obviously, we have the superior Jeskai deck. But here's the list. Here's the list for people who've been wanting to look at it since the Stream Deck isn't working. We're also a 4 of Celestial Colonnade deck, which is beautiful. Yeah, and then the Madcap Experiment Platinum Angel plan. Yeah, this list is funny. I think we've got a good chance of winning the first match with it. Yeah, Jeskai, like, cards that at one point were playable. Snapkeep. Probably need to play around Blood Sun by playing the Scalding Tarn here. And then now definitely because the Sanctuary is untapped. Oh, no Ojutai. Yeah, there should definitely be a 1-1 split of Ojutai and Ral. What a punt. Gotta start the league over. I think we can just get Mantis Rider down. Mantis Rider, the hardest card to cast on MTGO. Nice our opponent didn't have a Tails End for their Lotus Field, too. They do have a Lightning Bolt for our Mantis Rider, though. Yeesh. Can I explain why the Jeskai Lotus deck... Explain the Jeskai Lotus deck real quick. Is it basically a Wildfire deck, but with Lotus instead? I mean, Lotus... I mean, you can go to my Twitter for the list, Panda, but it is the Jeskai Wildfire list that's playing Lotus Field to also go with your Flagstones. You're playing Blood Sun to go with your Lotus Field, and then the big payoff is untapping Lotus Field with Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. That's been like a very powerful thing. Opponent maybe could have taken a mulligan. Not taking any of those cards. Going to play the very powerful Hall of Heliod's Generosity. And you maybe can... I'm sure it'll be up on YouTube soon. But we were crushing with the deck yesterday. We were winning games that it felt like we had no chance of winning. Dude, Ral into Keranos. How's the meme going? I think we're about to beat the Lotus Field deck that we were crushing with yesterday, so this is obviously the superior Jeskai deck. My opponent cannot play any of the spells in their hand, but they can play a Lotus Field next turn. Take a fetch. It honestly doesn't feel correct to me to play this Keranos, because my opponent can just resolve it to Fairy. But at the same time, this is what we came here to do. And we also have Hall of Heliod's Generosity plus Keranos. Wow. It's not. Yeah, we did not register this deck to like not play Hall of Heliod's Generosity in this spot, or sorry, Keranos in this spot. Then this is exactly why Keranos is not playable in Modern is because of Teferi Time Raveler. You get back a Electrolyze. I mean, there's more, but I feel like this is a big reason. Yeah, I thought that this could have been a loot tree list. In fact, I kind of expected it to be at first, but I also did like say the other day, and I think this is a good reason for the deck to be built this way, is that whenever we're doing a brew, people kind of inevitably suggest that our brew should be a Yorion deck because they want to fit all the spicy cards in, you know? They can't they can't you know, make the cuts they need to. I'm gonna veto this. I think our opponent kept 2 bad hands, honestly. The Lotus Field deck, I do think you need to mulligan kind of aggressively. Yeah, this is the only deck in the queue today. We're going to be playing some more of the Jeskai Lotus Field deck afterwards, which I'm pretty excited to do. Okay, gonna keep this. We have Confounding Conundrum, the glue that holds this deck together. A card that people really, really wanted me to play with. Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. A card that people really, really wanted me to play with, and although if we can Queller on turn 3, we actually have a chance to win. Queller into Cryptic, maybe. I think they did fix Conundrum, but they didn't make it good. Okay, so we can bounce that with Borrower if we just draw an untapped lands. Ah, the 4 of Mystic Sanctuary deck. No downsides. No downsides. You can borrow one of their swords so they can't sacrifice it. Not if they have Pin-Tap Prism in play. Although if they did draw a sword, yeah. I think it's better to just try to draw an untapped land here for Queller and bounce their Prism. This could put a Vengevine on top. We have cast Jeskai Command to gain 4 and draw a card because our opponent was playing a deck with no creatures. And we also have no targets to return. They only have 3 Vengevines in their yard, although they can Phantasmagorion to get the last one out in there. Only 3 Creeping Chills too. So we get triple Creeping Chill down to 9. No, down to 8. And so even if Azorius Charming and Vengevine worked, it still wouldn't be enough. Awesome. We're gonna bring in these. These win the game. Ashok doesn't do very much. Bring in something for Charbelcher. The Charbelcher sideboard juke isn't very common anymore, but also our sideboard is a complete joke, like maybe the rest of the deck is. Yeah, this is What About Jeskai? All the cards Twitch Chat always wants me to play: Conundrum, Deliberate, Escanta, Izzet Charm, Mantis Rider, Spell Queller. Rewind got suggested yesterday. That's not a very common one, though. Alright, Snapkeep. Ashok is graveyard hate, but it's not instant speed graveyard hate. They just they kill you before, they kill you at instant speed on their, or they kill you on their turn, and they put all the cards in their graveyard at once, and so maybe Ashok randomly gets to snipe relevant cards from the deck, but it's also a 3-mana spell against a deck that's killing you on turn 3, and so it's really 3 mana, exile 4 random cards from your opponent's library and hope that stops them from or from your opponent's deck and hope that stops them from comboing, which doesn't seem like a good enough card to me. Looks like we're just dead on turn 2, even though we have what would be a good hand for this matchup. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing more of the Lotus Field deck after the meme deck. No Royal Scions. I think Royal Scions would have been a good addition. Although I like unironically think Royal Scions is a decent card, so maybe not. You know, they do need to have untapped land or Simian Spirit Guide plus payoff, which is not a super big thing to ask of them, but... Has chat actually suggested you play the magic card Whirlwind Denial all the time when it came out? It was more so in Pioneer, honestly, than in Modern, but people have suggested it for Modern. It's like basically every time anyone casts an Eldrazi against me, you know, an Ulamog or an Emrakul, people are like, we should maybe play Whirlwind Denial in the deck. Or some people say Summary Dismissal. But yeah, for a while, like especially when it first came out, people were suggesting it all the time. Are we lagging? What's going on? Can someone make me look at some cards? Look at the cards. 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 1-1. I'm playing a bit of a meme, a bit of a dono deck today. Just all like the goofy Jeskai cards people always want me to put in my deck. Playing against Luris, I actually think this is going to be a good time. Let's keep this. Do I want to put back the Resto or the second Rider? I'm going to put back the Resto. Also, did you hear what I said? Just my normal drink and sandwich. If Esther renews her sub, does she also collect an extra $5 from me at rent time? I'd give her $250. Turn 1 Celestial Colonnade. I usually get a cafe mocha than just the ham and Swiss sandwich. Yeah, at least we didn't have we didn't go to Colonnade Go, at least. Two Restos in the deck, bottom 1, draw 1. You 4-1 twice in the Jeskai Lotus Field, lost to 1 not puns a draw, and another to Ad Nauseam. Yeah, Ad Nauseam I've been losing to as well. I feel like I shouldn't have been losing to it as much as I have been, but maybe the matchup is just bad. John Deluris, interesting. But I think that's fine for the Ad Nauseam matchup to not be great. What is this deck? What does that do? Good questions. We're just kind of memeing today. Oh, bottom. Yeah, my gosh. Maybe we're memeing a bit too hard. What do we even do here? Do we just? I feel like we just concede. I'll smack up with a Mantis Rider. Do I think Deliberate could be a decent card in Lotus Field Jeskai? I've really been liking the Serum Visions, partially for like mana curve considerations. Already playing a lot of 2-drops, but I would play Omen of the Sea over Deliberate in basically every deck. Just like the fact that the Scry 2 has been so relevant to me whenever I've played the card. If I draw another Resto, do I just win? Hopefully. We're definitely doing this again. Cut the very playable Izzet Charms. Cut the very playable Clicks. Athena can get a Puppuccino. I usually say no to Athena getting a Puppuccino, because I feel like just giving your dog whipped cream isn't good, but we can try it out this time. Yeah, if you ask for a Puppuccino at Starbucks, they'll give you, like, they just put a little whipped cream in a cup. It's fine. I think it's going to be a fast league. I really want to cast Madcap into Angel, though. You were joking? Then, you know, this is not a legally binding contract. You don't have to give her a Puppuccino. Do they have to see the dog? That's the kind of drink Madison would like for herself. You know, they probably still give it to you, but they will not see the dog, right? They'll just see that you don't have a dog in the car. But they'll probably still give it to you. Oh, we drew the Madcap. Oh, boy. How many leagues with this amazing masterpiece? Definitely just one. 100% not more than this, just one. But we'll have a good time this one league. We'll draw 2 lands in a row as well. That counts. That counts. Yeah, we should probably just have added, 150 lands as a goof. Or however many Fran thinks. Yeah, 189 now. No, I think this is actually a good Mystic Sanctuary. I will say Platinum Angel. Oh no, you can fetch with Platinum Angel if you still have enough life, but it's not a foregone conclusion that we're still gonna have enough life. Why stop at Yorion and not Battle of Wits? We've played Battle of Wits before. And honestly, it's really tough to get the Battle of Wits decks together. I'm just gonna Veil of Summer my Petty Theft. Blah. But can they beat a Platinum Angel? And can we draw a land to Platinum Angel? One time Everett spilled coffee, and it was a coffee with mocha in it. And Everett sipped the very last bit that was still there and said, "Ugh, that was so good. I wish I still had it." And I was like, "Honey, I think that's just because the chocolate sauce of the yeah. Not worth keeping Queller up. The thing is, both are just gonna die to lightning bolts, but this still hits them for 3. All right, we get to do it. We get to cast Madcap Experiment. Mission accomplished. We can all go home. And hopefully we get negative life here. I'm really hoping that we get negative life. Yes, at least -1. -1. Hell yeah. Platinum Angel has flying, baby. Immune to lightning bolt. Immune to fatal push. Immune. This is as crazy as a Wrath Effect Day of Judgment. No, people ask. I never play Verdict in my decks, and so people always ask me, "Hey, what do you think about adding a Supreme Verdict?" Like, I had never considered that before. You can't lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. You can't lose the game, and your opponents can't win the game. That's literally what it says on the card. It's awesome. I cannot lose the game. Yeah, with Platinum Imperion, if they kill it, you still get to play Magic. If they kill your Platinum Angel, it's over. Although I will say, a Platinum Angel in the sideboard would kind of just solve the Ad Nauseam matchup. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, I'm late. You can't lose the game and your opponent can't win.
Yeah, that's what it says on the card. You can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game.
That?
You just kill it.
You just kill it?
Yeah, you just say, "I destroy this," and then then you lose.
What? That's crazy.
Say it in Twitch chat, Esther. Jeskai Charm to win the game. To win the game with Dovin's Veto up. Amazing. Yeah, cannot crack fetch lands because we don't have the life to pay. Yeah, the 4 Ashiok on the sideboard is a beautiful touch. Simon, when he donated for this list, said I'd probably still 3-2 with it. We're currently 1-1 and going to game 3. I think that they may be bringing in some answers for Platinum Angel right now. Honestly, Platinum Angel is one of the coolest cards ever and incredibly well designed. it looks so cool to new players. Like you saw Esther freak out and get super hyped. You can't lose the game. She was, that's exactly the feeling like the design is supposed to make you feel, and then it looks so cool, but it's also not like anywhere close to being too good. It's just kind of the perfectly designed card. Do you need to make a bingo card? Yeah, if all donut decks could come submitted with a bingo card, that would be great. Yeah, Phage the Untouchable, I think, is also a really, really cool design card. Very similar. Yeah, I wish it was, I don't know. It is a playable card in the sense that it shows up in formats sometimes. Just not like a staple. Simon put this list together. I didn't build this one. I love Azorius Charm, not playable, but people sometimes ask me to play this card in Modern. I think it was great in Pioneer. This would be a great sound clip. Let me listen to it.
You can't lose the game and your opponent can't win.
Yeah, that's what it says on the...
My voice is like so much louder than Esther's, so I have to cut it like right there. I didn't let her finish reading it. They took the Azorius Charm. Does that mean they're just going to try to kill me before I verdict, or they just have another Thoughtseize probably? Yeah, Phage the Untouchable as a commander is super cool, because like if you cast Phage the Untouchable from the command zone, she just kills you, but you can, turn it off with like Sundial of the Infinite, Torpor Orb, Platinum Angel. I think I'm just gonna pass. Alright, let's see if they have another spell to cast in response. Electrolyze, great magic card. We get clipped, yeah, that's what it says on the card. One day I'll be a completely... this will be a stream that is only soundboard clips. I really want to draw Shark Typhoon to go with this Hall of Heliod's Generosity. Yeah, this was a user-submitted brew. I probably would have made this a Lutri deck if I was building it, but I do appreciate the fact that the other day, when we were brewing up the Jeskai Lotus Field deck, people kept asking, hey, can we make this a Yorion deck? And I said that people only want, people will ask you to put Yorion in basically any deck when they just can't find cards to cut, even if Yorion isn't good in the list. I did actually play Electrolyze in Modern not that long ago when like before the old companion rule, because it was actually like just a decent answer to Luris, and funny enough, today it is still a decent answer to Luris. So there's not a very high chance that I cast Electrolyze and Queller, so we could put Yorion into our hand and then hold up either one, or we could just hold up both. People actually recommend Mantis Rider in a control deck. Not in a control deck, but like they often will recommend it in the sideboard. Another Luris deck. Yeah, they cast a Boil. They destroyed all our lands, and we were out of there. Yeah, like if Torpor Orb is like a good metagame card, I'm kind of interested. You could also just cast Angel's Grace. It's kind of better than Tails In because it's 1 mana. And then you could also play Spoils of the Vault, so you could go spoiling for like your missing combo piece and also cast Angel's Grace in the same turn. It doesn't sound very good, but it sounds kind of fun. Key to the city makes it unblockable. Thanks, Mark. I'll keep that in mind. Lurrus is the real reason companions had to be killed. I think if Lurrus and Yorion just didn't exist, companion would probably not have been errated. And so I remember back in the companion metagame, I was kind of thinking like you probably just have to like delete Lurrus and Yorion from formats. But instead they chose to errata them. Then what happens when you have Fade? You just look at your opponent and hope they concede. Well, if you just attack them with it, they die, right? So you Goryo's Vengeance and it gives it haste and it kills them. But you gotta Angel's Grace probably. I guess I'll Petty Theft this turn. Yeah, Lurrus. Well, so Lurrus is the only card currently power level banned in Vintage. Although it's my understanding that other cards have been power level banned in Vintage in the past. It shouldn't still be banned in Vintage, though. I kind of actually... I'm not sure. Lurrus would still be very good in Vintage, I think. And it just, like... There's just a very low cost associated with playing Lurrus in Vintage. And... I think Lurrus would still be good. Maybe not so good that you should power level ban it, but it's also just obnoxious that it shows up in every game ever, right? This deck is disturbingly bad. Is that the meme? That's part of it. Like the meme is like every card we're playing are cards that Twitch chat has asked me to play in my decks, and cards I don't really like. But this is just a collection of all of them. Smooch, thank you for your Twitch Prime. Welcome. Hope you're having a good day today. Appreciate you. We'll be playing some Lotus Field after our opponent kills us quickly. Yeah, I will say that I never got bored of yeah, I'm gonna jam Mantis Rider. I never got bored of the old companion metagame in Modern. I thought I would, and I'm not saying that it was I'm not saying that they were wrong to ban Lurrus and Yorion effectively or sorry, errata the companions, but I never got bored. I really enjoyed all the games in the old companion metagame. In Modern, I did in Pioneer and Legacy and in Standard. I understand the companions were too good, but I actually feel like they fit a really sweet spot in Modern. And the games were really fun and interesting, and the deck building was also really fun and interesting. Where's the Banefire? Yeah, people kept wanting me to play Banefire in the Lotus Field deck. But again, I really just don't think you want to play too many cards that are just good when you have a ton of mana, you know? If you have a ton of mana and you have a deck with, you know, these Sharks and Cryptics and Teferis and Snapcasters and Valakut's Awakening, you'll be able to assemble a win. Do I think Fun and Interesting would have run out in relatively short order? I don't know. It's like you would think that, right? But I played a ton. It went on for a few months, and it's not like it was a week or two and I never got bored. It's just like I never got bored, period. So my opponent's gonna play a Shadow, right? A Thoughtseize going down to 1, but I still have this Borrower, and I'm also just a Jeskai deck with some burn spells, right? You would 100%. Yeah, I think you could play. You could play a Sphinx's Rev in the Lotus Field deck. I don't think it would be very good, but I think you could play it. If my opponent doesn't have a land, they're dead. What the hell is happening? I did not have a paid actor scheduled for today. Do they not see this? Guess we take it. Guess we take it. I did not have any paid actors scheduled for today. Yeah, I think I need to look at the schedule. Maybe I did something wrong. They forgot I had Flash? Maybe. I mean, obviously, whatever happened, it was a mistake, right? Yeah, the 4 Ashocks in the sideboard really are gold, I think. Yeah, the list is really all over the place. Maybe a little too all over the place. We'll see. Is the Platinum Angel in the deck over Empyrean for a reason, or just because the Angel is what? It's the whole deck is what about. Like, people very often suggest, what if we play Platinum Angel instead of Platinum Empyrean? And it's funny. The Angel having flying was actually pretty relevant, but the reason to not is, of course, if they kill your Platinum Empyrean, you still get to play Magic, and it's just a 1-for-1 that ultimately isn't that big of a deal. But if they kill your Platinum Angel, you lose the game on the spot usually, because your life does go to a negative life total. Yeah, maybe our opponent just didn't have any plays. I mean, but they also like intentionally went below 3 life, right? Maybe, I don't know. They should have like left the mana up if they knew about the borrower, right? Yeah, let's hide this Electrolyze. Never thought I'd say that. Yeah, this deck is full of great cards. Maybe our opponent will play another Bomat Courier. Dude, if they play another Bomat Courier, it's going to be so good. It's neat that there is a decision to be made at all between Anger or Empyrean. Yeah. I agree. I like... My favorite thing in Magic is making decisions. Opponent takes the only good card in our hand. I guess I can't blame them. Play a second Bomat, please. I just... If they play a second Bomat, they probably concede on the spot to the Electrolyze, right? There are some dreams that cannot be, and there are some storms we cannot weather. So my opponent taps out, I'll Electrolyze. Otherwise, I'll just do it in their draw step, I think. Yeah, I mean, I think like Archmage's Charm and Shark Typhoon are probably the 2 cards that have pushed Electrolyze out of the format the most. We have a bingo card. Win with Platinum Angel, negative life. Done. Wait, how do I? Oh, I have to print it. All right. Oh, there's a Blood Moon in play? And we're lagging? What's going on? Jeez. Alright, I didn't play around that. We almost will. I'm gonna check Ral Ultimate. They conceded because we were about to Ultimate it. You can draw over the image of the Stipping Tool. I know, but I just love it, Miss Paint. Did this. Probably have done the 1 of each blue fetch. We can still draw a Madcap Experiment and win. My opponent plays around the resto. Yeah, there's usually an exclamation point deck you can look at. It's not working right now for whatever reason. I guess I'm going to just chump block and hope to draw a Madcap. Cycle the Triome and draw the second. That's a good one. Deliberate, see the same card. Activate Ashiok against Dredge. Alright, I think these are the ones we've gotten. Game 3, I guess. I think you did a good job, Ghost. I don't think that we're gonna get a bingo though, but I think you did a good job. So if we go Triome into basic planes, we're like pretty insulated from a Blood Moon. Can cast Helix on turn 2 and kill a Scourge. Or kill a 1-drop and stop them from playing Scourge. I have a Polluted Delta in my pre-COVID Jeskai deck because I don't want to buy another Tarn. It's a pretty good reason. I bought Tarns kind of recently. I can't remember exactly how much I bought them for. Not cheap. Maybe I'm supposed to hold up Helix instead of playing this tapped. Just so good to not have to pay a ton of life against the Scourge deck, though. You can click on the card in the bingo site. I clicked on it and it didn't work for me. Alright, I'm gonna play the Mantis Rider. This is better anyways, right? Will I play RNG Jeskai just like Reduke played RNG Jund? I don't know what you're talking about with what Reed played. I think my opponent's gonna Blood Moon, but we have a basic island, which is pretty good.
Oh, is that the bingo? Someone made a bingo card?
Yeah, this deck is just kind of full of memes.
Wow.
Oh boy, I'm gonna conceal the island for now. This is definitely risky because we're gonna put the Platinum Angel into play again, the card that says you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win.
Oh.
Oh no, we're not at negative life this time. Yeah, you can be at negative. We were at negative life last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you won with Platinum Angel?
Mm-hmm.
And negative life?
Yeah.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah, because you can't lose. Because this is in play.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you're negative life, but you can't lose. Wow.
Reed had some sort of numbering system where he changed his main deck and sideboard preset cards. That's interesting. I feel like these kind of things are fun every once in a while. They're not something I want to do too often, but they are fun.
Alright, I'm gonna go pick up.
Oh, I thought you already went.
No.
Okay.
If I already went, I would give the stuff to you. I wouldn't
Alright.
hold it. You get off on me with holding.
Who's that from?
Arrested Development.
Right, yeah. I forgot that's their whole relationship is Arrested Development memes. I think the joke would be going on for a bit too long if we did more than one league. My opponent's deep in the tank. Deep in the tank. They decide to kill the Platinum Angel and bolt me. Genius. 3-color value Urodex. Yeah, you actually make the Scourge really, really big with Platinum Angel. It's kind of funny. Oh no, it's the higher player's life total. Right, never mind. I think it's the third Red Black Scourge deck in a row, but we're also like in the 1-3 bracket, so I wonder if Red Black Scourge is just not doing very well. Jeskai Lotusfield got the sub. Yeah, that deck is sweet. I think I'm really, really proud of it, and I'm gonna play it in this weekend's challenge and hope we can get a good finish. But I think the deck has definitely shown that it's really, really powerful and consistent enough. Another 1-land keep. Well, let's punish them for drawing a fetch land that they probably just won't draw. Man, I've been kind of astounded with how bad Confounding Conundrum has been. Never mind. Conundrum did something! That should be on the bingo card. That should be on the bingo card. Conundrum doing something. Let's go ahead and like... Conundrum doing something. It is there? What? What? I don't see it. I believe that it's here. Is it in the final? Oh no. Why do people keep talking about the bans of field? It's because I am the arbiter of MTG's ban list, and I make all the final decisions for what does or doesn't get banned in Modern. Oh no. And these colonnades won't even let us sanctuary that back. Yeah, I'm the arbiter of the ban list in Modern, and I make all the decisions, so people come to me to ask me what I think should happen. I feel like Scourge is even easier to build in a meta. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Getting really used to sideboarding in this matchup. Yeah, will I ban Celestial Colonnade? I basically already did. Don't worry, it'll all be over soon, Jug. We won our first match. I thought maybe we'd squeak out a 2-3 or 3-2. I'm down Ghost. I think the bingo cards are good additions. I also feel like whenever we get the wagering, the betting mechanic, the channel point thing, that's going to be a pretty good addition. Will I ban Cryptic Command? Sure. I'll just ban every card on MTG Goldfish. How does it feel that the only deck to lose this one was the one you created? Bad. Although I do think my opponent kept like unkeepable hand in game 2. And maybe they should have mulled game 1 too. Well, easiest Mantis Rider of my entire life. It's not true, actually. I used to cast a decent amount of Mantis Riders. I played this card in Standard a bunch. I liked it. The Jeskai Black deck. Can you put Celestial Colonnade out of its misery? Yeah, I guess I could just ban Colonnade so people won't play it. It's actually not the worst reason. Oh boy, the only problem we're gonna have is which 5-drop to play. I guess we just play Keranos because that's on our bingo card. Win with a Keranos Bolt. Yeah, oh boy, yeah, we actually have to really make the call. Definitely discarding Ral. Win with a Keranos Bolt is our bingo that we're going for. Oh boy. Alright, untap land. Even Mystic Sanctuary is untapped right now. For the first time ever. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna hold this mountain in case they escape Kroxa. Wait, don't we just die though if they escape Kroxa? No, we don't die. Just go to a very slow life total. It's gonna be Colonnade. Oh, it still can be Colonnade off the top. I guess I was maybe supposed to do this first. I don't know. Ah, it's Ral. It's the second Ral. All right, we're just dead if we play Keranos next turn, right? Effectively dead. I guess this also doesn't have enough to kill the Kroxa anyways. It was Colonnade off the top. Can't believe it. Okay, that was a good time. Thank you, Simon. Maybe someone in chat saw the card that they suggested enough.